What's a fact most people don't know about you? I would say that I'm pardo in Portuguese because of my Afro traits, but the thing is, it's a rare case that possibly happened because my dad and also my mom had recessive genes, and I am the result of this. What's your dream job? So my dream job is being a CIO of a health organization, being public or private. Yeah, a CIO is a Chief Innovation Officer. So it's the person that leads the lab. And let me read for you the description from ChatGPT. Responsible for overviewing the innovation strategy and identifying new technologies. So yeah, that's what I want to do. Então, pessoal, eu demorei muito para gravar esse vídeo e já tá noite, anoiteceu. Então, eu decidi fazer the Jessica shows. Sorry that I speak in Portuguese in this part. I'm just like a little bit tired at this point. Next question. What's your zodiac sign and do you relate to it? My sun is in Virgo, like Beyonce. My ascendant is in Sagittarius. I do believe that I'm a quite extrovert person outside. I do have my moments of low energy that I need time for myself. So I think it kind of relates to me as well. Oh, and I am a complete perfectionist. I like organized and clean places, so I have all of that. Virgo, how you would say, a stereotype. My moon is in Gemini. Explains a lot as well. And my Venus is in Scorpio. So for you guys that like this type of information, not only scientific knowledge, there you go. What are your top 3 favorite movies? It's in a aleatory order. Many of those I am completely obsessed by the soundtrack as well. So I would use it to study and do things more that I need to concentrate and don't have like lyrics behind me, someone talking, you know. Edward Scissorhands. I love Johnny Depp. Theory of Everything. I don't know, it's Teoria de Tudo in Portuguese. Inception and Alice in the Wonderland. That was my theme for my 15th birthday. There was a huge party that my parents made. It was all based on Alice in the Wonderland, mainly in the movie that the protagonist is Johnny Depp, of course. Oh, just by the way, I used 3 dresses in this party, so yes, it was huge. What's something you are passionate about? So I'm passionate about learning things. So I'm passionate about knowledge and creating knowledge, observing knowledge mostly, and sharing it. I would say that is an important part for me as well, because for me, knowledge has to be shared, otherwise it's pointless. Mostly scientific knowledge, because as a researcher and an academic, I work with that, I study that. What's your biggest achievement so far? So I would say that is my current moment. I am doing a master course in the best university of a European country. My child self never thought I would be able to go so far. Yeah, this one is a big achievement that touches me, mainly because of my family. On my mom's side of the family, I was the first one to graduate at university. So it means a lot for me. And I want that I am not the only one, not only in my family, but in many Brazilian families out there, that I very relate to. Oh, another big achievement, of course, is my family that I'm building with my partner. It's been amazing, this journey by two, and I'm very happy with that. My personal life was always the most important part of life for me. Having a family is way more important than having a perfect dreaming career. What's a place you've always wanted to visit? This question is funny because the place I've always wanted to visit since my childhood, I think, was like, yeah, I've got very attached to it after my history lessons, and it is Russia. I've been there in 2019, so it's been 5 years. 5 years ago, I've been in Russia in 2 different cities, the capital, Moscow, and St. Petersburg, that is, I think, the second biggest city in Russia. And I loved it. I went there in the summer. It was perfect. It was like in Brazil, very hot. All the architecture there is huge. The scale there is way bigger than you can see in any other country in Europe. So it's very colorful as well, what I like, because I think Europe missed a lot of color in the buildings around. But I plan to come back there when things are more safe and calm, I would say. What's your favorite book and author? My favorite book is Dom Casmurro. I read it when I was like 14, 15 years old because it was one of the obligated books you needed to read to be able to do the test to get into university. So I read it and I loved it. I just loved it so much. And from there, I got this platonic love for Machado de Assis as well, like Johnny Depp and Machado de Assis. I recommend a lot for you that likes a romance, a real one with loads of intensity, the kind of one I am used to. We are back, bitches. What's your favorite season of the year? Of course, summer. I'm Brazilian. What's something on your bucket list? Do a PhD. What's your favorite way to relax? Having tea. What's your favorite social media platform? YouTube. I watch videos all the time. Mainly podcasts, videocasts, I would say. What's your favorite type of music or band? Brazilian funk. That the only real connection with funk from the United States is that it comes from black communities, but it actually sounds pretty different. It's very different. Brazilian funk, it's very energetic. It makes you dance to it. It makes the party always have this upbeat environment. So I love Brazilian funk. What's your favorite sports or fitness activity? So it's volleyball and swimming. I did swimming when I was very young, like, I don't know, 5 years old to 12. Yeah, I like that it's an individual sport. You don't depend on anyone. It's nice. But I do like volleyball as well. It's a sport group, but I like that your competitors are on the other side of the net, so it's pretty safe. You just have to worry about the ball, and I'm good at it, so it's fine. And if I would mention a martial arts, definitely capoeira. I was very good at it and I miss it a lot. I used to do it in Brasilia. What's your biggest fear? An alive chicken. What's your favorite thing about yourself? So more and more I'm learning that my favorite thing about myself is being alive and being me, having all these traits, all this ancestrality, and also being at the moment in history that we are making history all the time. I'm glad that I was the one sperm and egg chosen to be alive. I'm trying to enjoy the journey. What's one thing you wish you could change about the world? So this is a nice question. I've thought about it for a moment. I would choose finitude, more related to life, to biology, to living beings. All living beings could be gods, could live forever. Imagine. But bringing it more to reality, my wish to the world is, at least during the time I'm here, is to help people to live more, to have more health, to not suffer with cancer anymore, and with genetic errors, with genetic mutations. So that's why I'm in this area, and I want to do a research about this, about how can we make our life better here and make it longer too. What's your guilt pleasure? So my guilt pleasure is definitely let it go. So now we're going for the deep questions. I have the 3 last questions that I segmented as deep. So let's go. Do you find that your understanding of feminism changed after you moved to a different cultural context? So yes, that story about having a hierarchy between women, it's true. A white woman has a very different experience of life compared to a Black or a Latina woman. So talking about that, I saw that here, because feminism more advanced in the ideas and consequently the respect from men, men doesn't act as direct as Brazilian men. So I think it is a response, a reaction to this big development of feminist ideas. Has living abroad reshaped your view on what it means to be successful? So again, yes. When I was younger, money was really up in my column of achievements, I would say. That's why I made some mistakes during my professional journey. I'm a person that has to love what I am doing. I love doing deep things. I love learning everything I can about that subject. So superficial work doesn't work for me. But now, something that I do give importance is experiences. Living here in Europe, unfortunately, it's sad to say that, but it gives you more options of different experiences. Because we live in a capitalistic world, and here the base of income for a citizen, for a worker, is way higher than in Brazil. What kind of legacy do you hope to leave behind as a Latin woman who has lived and thrived in multiple cultures? I think my legacy would be go girls slay, yes we can kind of speech. I am a Latin woman from a poor family that only by education could leave Brazil and moved to 3 different countries in Europe, and also being allowed to study in one of the best universities in the world. This is possible. I've never seen someone around me that could do that, but during my journey, it was like I'm seeing more and more where I could be So I'm here for this to tell you guys, you girls, that you have to dream because you can do it. Let's put it together in real life. Come on. It's not as bad as you think. So that was Jessie shows. I never said this in the beginning. So goodbye from your cutest rabbit and see you soon. Bye.